What's up, everybody? This is your boy Is Nefarious, and I am here with another edition of your Premier Madden League Saints Row Series. It's a series found the New Orleans Saints of the Premier Madden League. Let's jump right into it. This week, it's week one. Everybody, it's here. The season is finally here. We got the New Orleans Saints, myself versus Bacon, who is the New York Jets user. So week one, we got an AFC matchup. Right now, we're going to set our season goal. I'm kind of tired of losing, so I'm gonna actually not go all the way and say make it to the Super Bowl, but let's hopefully make the playoffs this season. That's gonna be the goal here. A couple seasons without making it. Hopefully, we could get it through this season. We're going to talk to our offensive coordinator. He's just mentioning how C.J. Mosley could be a game changer. So we're going to try to neutralize him. I was feeling myself that day, or when I did this, I was kind of I felt good. I felt like I could do something. So we're gonna choose to neutralize him. So we have to throw for not throw, but have over 400 combined yards and don't have a turnover. So that's gonna be the goal here for this game. We got a couple guys that are gonna get some attributes here. Michael Davis. Not really much. I think he's a slot corner, or maybe even a fourth corner. And then we got D.D. Westbrook, who's our other option on the other side of Michael Thomas. Hopefully he could develop a little more for us. Right now he's at 80 overall. With this tribute role, he's going to be at 81, so that's good for us. It should be going right into D.D. Westbrook in a second. All right, so we got D.D. Westbrook. We're gonna put up his route running, get him up to 81. He's got good speed and everything, so that's good for us. Um, but he needs to show out as well as guys like Tabucky Hodges and Tamunchin Hobbit. I don't even know how it's just Bucky Hodges. Guys like Bucky Hodges, D.D. Westbrook, I need more out of them to take off the load when it comes to Michael Thomas and not get so one-dimensional with it. We're going to game plan here. I really don't game plan. I pretty much don't game plan for the game. When it comes to this, I'm pretty much looking for the attributes and shit like that and the XP. So I pretty much go on what I want to level up that week. So I'm going with a play action power O. I want the quarterback and the offensive line to gain some. We're going to switch out Alvin Kamara here. We're going to go with somebody else, I believe. I forgot who we chose here. It might have been Bucky Hodges. Yeah, we're going to go with Bucky Hodges and roll with him. Trying to get a tribute role for him. He's been playing well. He played really well during the preseason. If he can continue playing well, he could be that second option behind Michael Thomas that I could just go to when I need it on third down and things like that. We got some attribute roles here from the training as well. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, we're gonna update. He's up to an 83 overall. And then we got Kyle Allen. We're going to throw Kyle Allen into a strong arm roll. Hopefully we get a throw power roll and we get his throw power up to 89. Right now it's currently at 88 with training camps and all that. So we still want to try to get him to have as strong arm as possible. Unfortunately, we don't get a roll there. Just a few other things, but 77 overall now to start the season, which is not bad when you think about it. So I'm kind of happy with that. Wish I got the throw power, but I could live with 88 for now for this game. The Jets are a good user. Jets last season went 10-6, I believe. In Madden 19, they were always in the playoffs and really fighting in that AFC North. This season, he's in another good division with Cookie Boy. You got Bubba, who's the Bills user, and then you got Djax, who was a division winner last Madden. This Madden, he's actually bottom of the barrel when it comes to that division. So he started off hot, not so hot later on, but Jets were pretty good throughout. As you can see with this kickoff, I'm going to kick it straight out of bounds. I got a quick lag spike. I don't know if it was me just moving too quick for the game or what happened there, but I once I got into the play, I was ready to kick off, and it kind of lag spiked on me. We're going to call a cover 2 here on the first play. Uh, he could have called a dive and got more yardage, but he calls an outside run. Got pretty good yardage, so it's going to set him up on a 2nd and 7. With the Jets, I was spying a lot because I know he brought in that speedy quarterback, and I didn't want him to hurt me. And in that play specifically, I called a cover 2 man, and I tried to slide a little bit left with my linebacker, and I got caught up in that QB spy that dropped out pretty quick. We're going to fake a little coverage here. I mean, a little pressure here, and all our linebackers drop back. I don't know why they dropped so far back, but they did, giving them an easy touchdown. So 7-0 already. We're already behind the 8 ball. We're going to run it on the first play, trying to get some yardage. Unfortunately, we're unable to get any yardage on that. Next play, we're going to try to run a pass here. As you can see, we got a couple posts going, a corner out, and then we're going to audible into drag. Well, we're going to audible into slant. And then our block is going to be missed on the left-hand side by our running back, and it's going to lead to a sack fumble, giving the New York Jets great field position already so early in the game. 7-0. It's not looking good for me so far. I mean, I tried with the blocking. I tried to make sure I had the extra guys to block. He still beat him clean, and it kind of has to do with me as well. I think I'm pressing up into the pocket when I'm falling back out of the pocket when I should be pressing into the pocket. That's something I have to work on with my game. As you can see, we're trying to hope our red zone defense is able to stuff him a little bit. We definitely don't want to go down 14-0 so early. He's going to call a read option here, and he's going to keep it with the quarterback, and he's able to get into the end zone, making it 14-0. So we're already well behind the 8 ball, 14-0 between the kickoff and then the sack fumble. I mean, it's not going well so far for the team. And then we're going to try to run it on first down, and it's just piling up at this point. So hopefully, we could come out of this big hole. That's going to get in the passing game, get in the running game going. But this offensive line really needs to hold up for us. As you can see, it's going to be a sack by Chase Young. I believe he was the first overall pick last season, and this season he's performing well so far. I mean, I think he had 4 sacks against us. Jets are going to run a little quick RPO there. We're able to come up and stop that. Trying to fake a little pressure as I bring the safety up. But he's going to drop back, and it's going to be a nice little easy completion. He didn't fall for all that pressure. And so far, so good for the rookie quarterback that he has coming in. I believe he just drafted a high-speed guy. He didn't really care about who it was. Like, he didn't want T-Law or anything like that. He just wanted somebody with speed. He is a Baltimore Ravens fan. A little known fact by about the Jets user Bacon. He's a big Baltimore Ravens fan, so he wants that Lamar Jackson offense, I assume. And as you can see, we're going to get to him real quick there. On a 3rd and long situation, 3rd and 11, we're going to send a lot of pressure. We got all our guys pressed up against the line. He's able to see the pressure, but he's unable to get the ball out, dropping them deep into field goal. Well, they're still in field goal range, but I think they're out of it. He's going to give it a kick, and it's going to come up short. Unfortunately for the Jets and Bacon, they weren't able to pick up 3 on that. Good for us. We're already down by 2 scores. We didn't need to make it down by 3. We're going to run a little fake screen and try to hit D.D. Westbrook underneath, and he's able to make the completion and run for a lot of yardage there. 21 yards just on that completion, so good job by D.D. Westbrook getting open for us. We're going to run a little read option with Alvin Kamara, hand it off to him, and he's going to get 13 yards on the ground. We did throw him in training camps this season to hopefully get a little more speed from him. He now has a 90 speed instead of a 89. I don't know how much of a difference it's going to make. So far, so good. I mean, he averaged over 5 yards per carry in this game. We're going to run him with a little jet sweep action. I probably should have took that all the way to the outside, but I kept it inside and tried to cut up field, and I think it might have hurt me there. I could have had an easy touchdown. We're going to run a fake end around on this one. Unfortunately, we're unable to get into the end zone. The rookie running back getting some touches in his first game and we're unable to punch that in. He didn't have enough power. We're going to run a little fake play action. On that play call, after running the ball a couple of times, I kind of overthunk it and put myself in a box by trying to run a little play action, leads to a sack fumble instead of a touchdown. And now they get the ball back, 14-0. And on that play, something big happened. He tried to run an RPO, and my defensive end ended up clobbering him on the left-hand side after he handed it off, giving him an injury. So right now he's running with Tyrod Taylor. The rookie quarterback wasn't able to come back into this game. So now Tyrod Taylor's in the pocket. He's going to be the one calling the shots. Still same speed, 88 speed instead of 90. So it's not really hurting him there. And Bacon's a pretty good thrower of the ball. So he's going to be able to overcome this. And as you can see, he's gashing is in the middle with a run right now. My run defense is not looking good. We haven't given up a big run so far, so I'm kind of happy about that. It's been a lot of little runs like this, 8 to 12 yards, stuff like that. But we're going to need to, stuff them a little bit if we're going to want the ball back and, get back into this game. 14-0's not a good look right now. You can see he's in shotgun. He's going to fake a run, and it's a little RPO out to his tight end in the flat, and O.J. Howard runs downfield inside the 5. So now it's 14-0. He's inside the 5 already. We're going to bunch everybody in, expecting him to dive. He's going to run it to the outside, and he's able to punch it in, making it 21-0. We dug ourselves into a deep hole here. I don't know how we're going to come out of this one. It's going to be really tough to, to win this game, period, because Bacon is a good user. Stopping his offense is one thing. He's pretty decent on defense as well, if you give my honest opinion. He knows how to take away a quick read. As you can see, we're going to have Bucky Hodges, as I mentioned earlier in the video. He's going to find empty space and get open, which is good for us. We want him to get going a little bit. After faking that little screen pass, we're actually going to run it this time to Alvin Kamara, and he's going to run it right upfield, close to the first down, leading us to 3rd and 2. We need a little bit of yardage here. We're going to send Kamara outside and hot route him to a out route. He takes that away immediately. So we look up the middle, and it was just a throw it up ball, and we're able to come up with it. We got lucky there. We're going to need that if we want to get back into this game. After all the bad luck that we had at the beginning, we're going to need a little bit of good luck. Alvin Kamara on the outside run, able to get the first down for us. So we're sustaining the drive. I mean, we have no problem sustaining the drive so far. So far this Madden. I mean, I could always sustain a drive. It's about punching it in, getting those points. As you saw, we were inside the 5, and I had the sack fumble on a stupid play call. And, it's stuff like that I need to cut out of my play. We're going to find Michael Thomas over the middle. Michael Thomas has been performing really well ever since, like, week 6 of last season or something like that. He's been my go-to guy, and it needs to be that way. And as you can see, we're going to find him in the end zone, 21-7. Hopefully we could get back into this. That was at the end of half, so maybe we could do a double down score here, where we score at the end of half and score at the beginning of the second half. We're going to run a little RPO to Alvin Kamara, but it's going to be a low throw that kind of stops his progress, and we're unable to get any yardage on that. On this play here, we're going to run a little tight end attack with a little audible of D.D. Westbrook coming in. And we're going to find our tight end wide open on that post route, Bucky Hodges, who's going to pick up a ton of yardage. So 21-7, I mean, we really need a score here. It's not looking good for us so far. I mean, we're moving the ball, but it's pretty slow, so we definitely... Ooh, a bad read there. I thought Michael Thomas had actually broke free of that. He had the user beat in my eyes once he got that inside release. So I tried to throw it inside real quick, get the quick completion, but he's able to make up for it and, get that user pick. So a great play by that user linebacker in the end. Unfortunately, putting us even further behind the 8 ball. 21-7 still though. We were able to go with a 3-and-out for the New York Jets, so that was big for us. We're inside the 10. I'm thinking, he's not gonna expect the quarterback run here. So I did a little read option. Kyle Allen's got some decent wheels. I mean, he's not a blazer, but he's got decent wheels at 82 speed, and I knew he wouldn't be expecting that. A lot of people I play don't expect Kyle Allen to do anything. So that's pretty much why I went with the read option there instead of waiting. As you can see, we're going to run a couple in routes. I thought D.D. Westbrook was open. I think I bit on that a little too late. If I threw it earlier, I think I would have had it because he was open in a certain zone in the defense, but he wasn't open late in the route. So bad decision by me, reading him late and throwing him way too late. Nice little run by the Jets. I mean, they're set up in great field position again. Short field position. I mean, they've scored twice on short field position, and it's about to be a third. As you can see, Robbie Anderson gets loose on an in route, and he's able to punch it into the end zone, making it 28-7. 28-7. Alvin Kamara is going to bounce to the outside. Hopefully, this drive ends in a touchdown, because if it doesn't, we're pretty much out of this game. 28-7. We're down by 3 scores. We need a touchdown here before the fourth quarter rolls around. And as you can see, we're in the shotgun, airing it out a bit, trying to get something going. We're going to hit Michael Thomas with a little slant. This defense on the Jets side has performed well. I mean, I wasn't expecting him to take away pretty much all my reads. He's been pretty good with his user. I think there's times where I had an open guy, but I didn't think it was open because his user was there. Even though I might have had might have had my guy underneath the user. So that's something I gotta think about going forward. Take what I can and try not to look at the big play. We're gonna hit our little out route from our slot wide receiver. I believe that was Traquan Smith. Traquan Smith, I want to get the ball more as well. I want to find another guy to go to. I mean, it's been Michael Thomas. It's been Michael Thomas since middle of last season, and I need that other guy that I'm gonna go to when I need to play, kind of like Alvin Kamara just did. I mean, I ran him on a little Texas route. He was able to get one-on-one coverage with the linebacker, and as you can see there, we're able to get that one-on-one animation, giving Alvin Kamara the first down for us. We're gonna run Alvin Kamara on a drag. He was open. That streak took the linebacker out, and I had that drag open, but I didn't throw it. I don't know why I didn't throw it. Should have threw it. Took the easy yardage, but I'm always looking for that deep play for some reason, especially in this game. As you can see, Kyle Allen's going to be in the pocket once again. We're going to find, I believe that was Traquan Smith over the middle on the post route, giving us a first down, and I believe that was on a 4th and long situation. So we're in the fourth quarter. Like I said, we wanted to score before the fourth quarter. Unfortunately, we weren't able to do that. We're going to try to hit a corner out here. We were going to scramble, but his user came up, and then we just threw it out there, and we got lucky. Real freaking lucky on that. So we're actually back into this. 2 scores, 28-14. I mean, there's 8 minutes left. We need to get a strong stop here, and then after that, we might be able to do something. So we're going to stop him here on a run. Setting him up in a third down. He wasn't able to get anything on that third down. So another 3-and-out by our defense, which is huge for us. It seems like every time he hasn't had short yardage situations where I either turn the ball over or that kickoff that I had where he started almost close to midfield, he hasn't been able to do much. So that's something I gotta think about going forward. My defense is good enough to make stops when I need it. I don't have to, I don't have to try to win with offense. I could win with my defense as long as I don't make the mistakes on offense. We're going to hit Alvin Kamara on a little drag route, picking up some good yardage. And then we're going to hit Michael Thomas on an out route, giving us the first down. So we're sustaining the drive once again. This New Orleans Saints team, I mean, I enjoyed playing with them so far. Alvin Kamara, not so much. I find Alvin Kamara to be, I don't think he sucks, but I find him to be tough to use if you're not a pass first type of guy. I mean, Alvin Kamara is all his abilities are in the passing game. He has no real running abilities. If I try to run it with him, it's basically, especially when he was at 89 speed, he didn't have the size or the speed to run over a guy or run around a guy. He was pretty much getting caught all the time. He had he didn't have anything for me to work with. That's kind of why I drafted the rookie as well, hoping to get somebody that will be better off just running the ball for me, and then use Alvin Kamara in the slot in situations like that where I'm just using him to his ability and not really forcing anything. As you can see, we had Alvin Kamara wide open, but we also had that in route wide open where the user was playing behind Michael Thomas, and we're able to get a nice completion, setting up a 4th and 9 instead of a 4th and long situation. So 4th and 9 here. We're gonna audible to a couple slants in the middle, trying to make the linebacker make a decision on who to cover. And as you can see, he's gonna fall back a little too far on his switch over to Bucky Hodges, and we're able to complete that underneath for the first down. So this is good for us. I mean, it's almost 2 minutes left, so this drive's taking a long time. But as long as we could score here and then get the ball back and use our timeouts to save some time, I think we'll be all set. So we're gonna run a little inside zone. Under 2 minutes, we're gonna quick huddle here and try to. I mean, we're gonna try to do an RPO. I'm sorry. I don't know what the hell I was doing here. I think I was so set on throwing that ball, and that kind of screwed me. But we still have 3 timeouts. Let's see if we could get a stop. Um, I mean, his running game, we've been able to stop it recently, so let's see if we're able to continue stopping it. But he's going to pass here. We're going to send a lot of guys on a blitz, and he's going to take advantage, giving him a first down, and that's pretty much going to do it for us. We're going to lose this game 28-14. So we're starting off the season on a bad note, 0-1. Uh, it sucks, man. 0-1. I was hoping, to start off with a big win. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get that big win. We got a few XP for our coach here, and we're gonna look to spend some of this. As you can see, we got a few things, but I've been focusing on XP, and it looks like we didn't actually have enough for what I wanted, so we're just gonna skip on that. We got a few attribute roles. Marcus Davenport is gonna get a attribute role here. Davenport's been really good for me. Hopefully this season he's even better. Cameron Jordan was a story last season. Davenport is pretty much a 1A, I mean a 1B situation where he's a good complement to Cameron Jordan. Jartavius Whitlow, our rookie running back, is going to get a role here. Nothing really special there. Like he's got 90 speed. He's got good agility. I mean, with Kamara having 90 speed now, he is a bigger body, so that's pretty good for us. But as you could see on that one of those plays during that game, he wasn't able to punch it in on short yardage situations. There's our offensive coordinator saying that we suck and we pretty much didn't do our job. And we could look into our stats a little bit. We got Kyle Allen. He had 3 picks, 2 touchdowns, but he had 250 yards, over 250 yards. So not a crazy bad game, but definitely could have been a lot better. Alvin Kamara had over 5 yards of carry. Kyle Allen had a few yards himself. One guy I'm probably going to get the ball more is Reggie Corbin. Pretty much a burner. I might go with him over Whitlow going forward. Michael Thomas had a really good game, 70 yards on 6 catches, so that's good for us. We did give up quite a bit of sacks, 5 sacks. 3 were straight from our right tackle, as you could see there. Looking at our defense, we had a couple of sacks. Cameron Jordan, Marcus Davenport both got into the backfield. And then we had no interceptions. The sad part is those 2 sacks, you saw them in the highlights. They were pretty much on that one drive. It did help us a little bit by taking them out of field goal range. But I wish we got more pressure. Maybe that has to do with me not taking the first reads away enough. But yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're enjoying the content. I think I might make these videos a little shorter. Seems like I had a lot of plays in the game and I didn't have enough talking material. But that's pretty much going to do it for this episode. Next week we got the Buffalo Bills. Hopefully we have a good one against them. And jump back into that win column. But that's pretty much going to do it here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you're enjoying the content, please like, subscribe, comment, anything that, any tips or anything you would like to mention. But I'm Eds Nefarious, and I am out of here.